Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, May the 26th, 2023. Friday, May the 26th. Excuse me, y'all. Not too much at all. Okay. Now we have, let's see, Chance and Christine meeting in her favorite office, which is the coffee house. They were on the terrace. And he told her what he found, and he told her some forensics. And he says if it comes back, the DNA matches Phyllis's, then there is no doubt that she's alive. Hair could have been found at anywhere, anytime and planet, but her DNA on her memorial service flyer, there's no way that could have happened, right? So Christina's like, oh my God, keep me in the loop as soon as you find out. She said, Chance, this is my first case back as district attorney. I cannot mess this up. And he goes, no, we can't mess this up. So he's going to keep her in the loop. Now, Summer is with Phyllis. And going back and forth. I'm not even going to rehash. It's the same. Oh, Mom, I should have been there for you, Mom. And Phyllis is saying, Summer, I'm just going to go away. No, Mom, don't go away. I can't bear it. You can't stay away. We're going to figure out a way. I'm with you. No, Summer, this is all my fault. You can't take all the blame, Mom. We pushed you away. I didn't believe you. Well, that Diane was a horrible person. Diane hadn't showed herself to be a horrible person yet, right? So, and Phyllis is saying, and the satisfaction, she let her know she was at a memorial service. And for a minute, Summer was pissed. But Phyllis said, I had to know how my children felt about me, and because before this happened, you and Daniel didn't want nothing to do with me. And so she says, and then I saw how hurt you were and how you were hurting, and I knew I couldn't go through with this. But then I saw, Summer, you were on your game. You put Diane's feet to the fire and you didn't let up. And she goes, that's because I thought she killed you, Mom. And so Phyllis is like, and then you could see what Diane was all about. How, Phyllis? How? Diane didn't kill you, nor did she really attempt to kill you. Yeah, she choked you because you provoked her. So how did Summer see what Diane was really all about? She saw what you were really all about, Phyllis, what you were really all about, right? So Phyllis is saying, but Summer, just go back to your husband and Harrison, because now I'm getting you roped into this. This is aiding and abetting. You could go to jail with me. We could be at the same prison. What kind of mother lets that happen? Phyllis. But I love my kids. I can't do that to my kids, but you sure will put your daughter in a position where she could have a adjoining jail cell, right? Because they're not going to do y'all a favor. They're not going to put you in the same cell so you can be bunkies. They're not going to do that. Oh my goodness, I just shook my head. I shook my head at watching all of this. It is more ridiculous than it could be. I don't see how there's going to be a way out for Phyllis. And Summer's just digging herself in deeper, right? So now we have Chloe and Sally. They got turned down. They're trying to reach out to just other businesses, dental shops. They named a few, I think automotive place, and try to spruce up their environments, but they really can't afford them. So they see Devon and Lily come in. Devon and Lily speak. And then they go on into Neil's lounge. And so Chloe's still trying to convince Sally to take Nick's offer. And Sally's like, no, Nick said the L word, and I really don't want money to be in the mix of that. And Chloe's like, oh my God, you should have led with that. Oh my God, that's so good for you. You know, I'm so happy for you, and blah, blah, blah. So they're throwing up ideas. And then they said, you know what? Maybe we just need to revisit an old client. So they decide to go back into the jazz lounge, and they pitch Neil and Devon themselves and tell them, now that Omega Sphere is launching, you know, all eyes are going to be on Chancellor, and they need sprucing up the whole work environment, blah, blah, blah. They do a good pitch, right? And so Devon and Lily are really listening when they say, we understand budget is an issue. So we will scale things down. You know, we can roll out things gradually, but we need to start the rollout. So Devon and Lily talk, and they decide, you know what, they like the idea. They did. So they told Sally and Chloe they're hired and they could start right away. And so they were so happy, and oh my goodness, they're, you know, good for them. Good for the girls that got to win. I see Sally's not going to have to go work for Adam, which unfortunately is opening the door for Audra too, but not just yet. Not just yet. That's going to be interesting. Who's going to work with Adam? He should enlist Tucker. Tucker at least knows the business in and out. Even though they're saying, oh, you let it go down. Well, no. Tucker's absence. Tucker took his eye off the ball, and he thought his management team had their eye on the ball, and they didn't. So anyway, we'll see. Who cares about McCall? So now we have Sharon. Sharon is trying to figure out, no, she opens her mail. She gets this envelope with this postcard in it. And it's got a picture of this part of the country, and it says, and there's a handwritten saying, where you're a little closer to heaven, right? A little cryptic. And as she's thinking and she's looking at the postcard, and Nick is there. And she goes, Nick, I know who this is. And Nick's like, who? And she says, it is Cameron, what's that guy's? Cameron Kristen. And Nick said, how could you, Sharon? And he comes over and he looks at the card. He goes, this card isn't signed. This card, how would you know? That's a stretch. She goes, no, Nick, this is the same handwriting from the note that came with that bottle. And think about it, Nick. The place, the bottle, remember? It's what I hit him on the head with. She goes, and the blood? She says, no, he's sending me a message. And she goes, oh, she was getting a little worried. And Nick is like, he better not, not be. And so he goes, Sharon, I think it's time for us to get Chance involved in this. And she goes, I think so too. See, I didn't see that whole saga where Cameron Kirsten was on. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe working a lot. I don't know, but I wasn't watching that because I don't remember anything about it. And they go, Chance is on the phone because Christina's already left. And Nick says, when you get a chance, can you come in? So he goes, sure. So he finishes his phone conversation, then he goes in. And Sharon said, I mean, I'm not going to go into the entire story right now, but there is a man from my past that did horrible things to me and others, and he got sent to jail. And I've been receiving some cryptic messages, and items. Because remember, she asked Chance, did he give her a bottle of wine, right? And so he said, okay, should I be looking into this person? And Nick said, yes. And so he goes, give me a name. And so she says, Cameron Kirsten, or whatever his name is. And so chances on the case, look, chances on both cases. He could do two things at once. Detective always do. They got more than one case running. So we're going to see it. I'm happy they got Chance involved. I'm happy, right? They did the right thing for once. Nick's not trying to go rogue detective, and they're getting Chance on it. So that's a very, very good thing. Nothing else happened. It was just really a blasé, yeah, okay. All this stuff could have happened yesterday, but okay. So that's about it. There were no comments for Comment Corners, everybody. Next week, they showed scenes, and they showed Cameron approaching Faith at the park. You're Faith Newman, aren't you? And she goes, yes, I am. And you are? So, see, he's gonna make a move. Hopefully, this is not gonna be no long, drawn out thing. Period. But something is about to happen. So we shall see. But with that being said, everybody, I will be back on Monday with another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.